Hello, my loves. I talked to you about this book the other day, Welcome Home, A Guide to Building a Home for Your Soul. And I told you I'd come back with some more, and I have some more. I was reading a little bit forward. I've read this a few times. It's fantastic. If you're not familiar with this author, please get familiar with her. She's amazing. She has, as I said before, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, many books, podcasts. She's fantastic. So again, it's Welcome Home, A Guide to Building a Home for Your Soul. The other day we talked about as you're finding a home within yourself, returning to yourself, sometimes we struggle with guilt. That was one of the pillars that she discussed. Today, I want to come back at you with another pillar. This is pillar number 6. Let's read a little bit. And again, as I always tell you, because of the birthdays, the glasses. Pillar number 6 says, to see the story as it is, not as you want it to be, not as you wish it were. See your story as it is, not as you want it to be, or not as you wish it were. Sometimes, I know you've heard the term gaslighting, we use it here. Sometimes we gaslight ourselves, and we look back and say, oh, maybe that didn't happen, or maybe it wasn't as bad as I remembered, or maybe it's me. Like this confusion sets in. I want to talk to you about that today. That is her pillar number 6. So outside of the guilt, don't gaslight yourself. Let's talk about what that means. She says, you need to focus on putting your broken pieces back together. And when you do, you'll be able to stitch them back together with gold to make a new version of yourself. You'll be able to stitch those pieces back together with gold to make a new version of yourself, much like the Japanese do with their pottery when it breaks. They don't stitch, but they mend it back together with gold, and it's a beautiful new piece of art. Think about yourself as that. She goes on to say, don't resent your sincerity and empathy or believe they were the reason that you were taken advantage of. Understand it's not what's inside of you that allows others to take advantage of you. It's what they chose to do with what they see in you. It's not your fault. And it's not what others do with what they see in you that makes you who you are. It's what is within you that makes you who you are. It's not your fault. It's not anyone else's home you need to be welcomed into. It's your own home you need to be welcomed back into. You need to find that home within yourself. Don't invest it back in others. Find it in yourself first. Stop searching for someone to lead you to the end of the road, because you will lose yourself looking for it in someone else. And you have to stop looking for the delusion of the person that you once saw. They don't really exist. You have to start focusing on the road. And when you do, you will pave your own road. Yes, it might be dark, and you might not know where you're headed. But as long as you are moving forward towards yourself, you will reach home. I'm going to read that again. As long as you are moving forward towards yourself, you will reach home. So I wanted to encourage you today. If you are trying to find yourself, keep going. She's there. She may be a little dusty or battered or bruised, but keep going. Find that home within you. And again, today's book is Welcome Home. Thanks again for all your love and your light and your support. I hope this finds you well, and we'll come back to do some more. Take care.